Hello and welcome finally to video number 23. Yeah, it's been what, I don't know, like 6 months. But as you can see, I have an application. And I have my drummer friend with me, Tim, who's remained to be unseen through this video. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, it's been a long time and we got some stuff to talk about. I'll do the introduction to the talk. But for right now, the song, yeah, little Jethro Tull, hymn 43. As soon as we're ready here. reverse the ending on that, so it's all good. All right, cool. I'll be back in a minute. All right, welcome back. So first of all, I want to thank Tim for jamming out with me. Like I said, we're in a band together called Time Tricks. I'll be pumping the band a little bit more down the road. And yeah, it's been a very long time, about 6 months. So I'm back. I have a place to do these videos now, so really cool. And unfortunately, it's about 50 minutes away from my house, so I'm probably doing these videos about once every 2 weeks. If I find another way to do them, I will get more in. Anybody that's been around for a while knows to try and get a couple out a week, but oh well, at least I'm back doing it, and it won't be 6 months before I get back to doing videos again. Video 23, the Paradigm is the name of it. This is part one, in the beginning, from the beginning, something about the beginning will be the title. So this is all kind of based on a book I've been reading, and various other information that I've gathered over the past couple of years. This book seems to kind of sum it up for the most part. It kind of sums it up a bit, you know what I'm saying? So, and for anybody that wants to read this book, there's a free download. Just hit me up with a private message, and I will give you the website and the name of the book. I'm kind of speaking out now. It says that you shouldn't, and this, that, and the other thing, but time's getting short. Critical mass, we're hitting it. To go into the first part of this, has anyone really taken a really good look around and really kind of soaked in the mass consciousness or subconsciousness, looked around to see, everybody's losing their minds. Policemen are getting shot, school shootings. Recently I saw a student, or I didn't really read it, but I catch headlines here and there, and something about a student stabbing his professor over a dispute or something. People are losing their minds. Things are getting worse and worse and worse. And there's a reason for it, more so than just, people, well, first off, you gotta look at it, okay? The lives people lead are not what, the thing is inside, deep inside, for anybody that's awake and aware knows that the way society is, the superficialness, the technology, and it's not the way that's supposed to be, as Les Claypool is saying. It's not. We're not, don't get me wrong, the technology's nice and it's great and we can do all these things, but it's the focus. It's the main thing, and it's the thing is all these things that we focus externally can actually be done internally. That's the problem. We're so focused out here and not within. All these things, the computers, we could get ourselves like them, but instead we put all our focus and all our attention onto these technologies. That's a major problem. Sorry, I need my notes. Hold on, let me see where I'm at here. There's just craziness going on, and you gotta be careful with the news out there. The non-mainstream media has a little bit more correct than the mainstream. Let's face it, and I may have mentioned this in past videos, that the mainstream media is controlled by the government. So the government's telling you how things are and what they really are. So, it's kind of important to, if you're really big into the news, which I'm not, I stay clear of it. But like I said, sometimes I'll pull up Yahoo, before I go into my email, I might scroll down and see what's going on really quick. Again, I just read headlines. And it's crazy. Gosh, I'm out of breath. A little nervous. It's been a while since I've done this. I mean, there's so many other atrocities going on. I mean, things, that people probably don't even pay, attention to, like, or know or may bitch about. Like you buy a bag of chips and you get mostly air, or, the size of Little Debbie is now Tiny Debbie or Itty Bitty Debbie, or whatever. Corporations are cutting corners left and right and making junk that you buy brand new and it's broken. And even top brand names, you have that issue. So I couldn't tell you how many times, as I've worked with my father here and there, we'd buy, an outlet and it's broken, brand new, right out of the box, broken. So, and it's showing the decay of society as it's coming down, everything is chaotic, decaying, and it's going to completely fall apart. There's, other reasons for it, besides the ones I'm telling you, which I'll get into a little bit here, but within that mass unconsciousness, there is, the darkness. I mean, and a lot of the reasons why all this stuff is greed. It's sheer corporate greed. Cut every corner so we can save as much money as we can, and I mean, we're just greedy. We're so focused on money and having these toys and expensive things, and in the end, you realize just how empty you are. I wouldn't know because I've never had that much money, and I don't really care to. That's not the point of life. But I mean, people. Again, I talk about the mainstream. Not anybody who out there who watches this video who's aware, who knows these things. I'm not speaking to you, but just in general. And the people that have the money, that are so focused on this greed, it's like, all the things I want, what will I sacrifice, time, family, and a lot of people, if they're savages, they'll step on each other, they don't care, and all this negative shit, and, we're losing our compassion, our morality to get all these things, and it's not right, and, so now I'm going to get into, part of the reason for it. Now, I'm not blaming, and as I read this, another thing is we like to blame other people for our own issues. I've mentioned that in past videos as well. We have to look at ourselves, but there is, in the mass subconscious connection, a darkness, okay, that has been put there by, I'm going to call the dark ones. If you read the book, it talks about all this stuff, and they don't even quite name it. A couple of times they name it, but from my perspective, I see it's ETs, okay? Somewhere, I'm assuming probably the beginning of our development way back thousands of years ago. Hold on. It's kind of hard to explain, but these beings put like a darkness, or maybe their own darkness, into the mass subconsciousness. It's a sort of mind control. Yeah, I know I'm getting into weird stuff, but without taking our free will. We still have free will, but it's tainted. It's almost like having, you see the cartoons, the old ones, you got the devil on one shoulder, you got the angel on the other, and if you look at it from that perspective, it's like today we don't even, if we were to do a cartoon, that angel would even be gone, and people would listen to the, oh yeah, let's do that today, One of the things we don't even think for ourselves anymore. We just go by what other people tell us. We don't, again, mention that in other videos as well. Where was I? So again, I would just, for now, just refer them as the dark ones. I think that kind of really pretty much explains it. And again, it is a manipulation. But again, it's like that conscious devil, subconscious devil. We ultimately make the choices. Yes, this darkness is put in there, which makes us more tempted to do things like cut corners or lose our morality or our compassion. But it's still our choice. And the thing is again, we have to, not focus so much out there. We have to focus in here. If we do focus in here, that little angel might pop back, and we might start listening. We might start treating each other with more respect and compassion, and just really being there too. That's what we really have to get back to. We have to have this awakening. If we do not, game is over for humanity. And it's coming. I mean, it's coming soon. I mean, if you look back like even 20 years or 50 years, I look back, when I was a kid to now, and it's just complete craziness. I mean, I never would have thought that things would have gotten to this point. But every step, every corner, every chance we've had to turn a corner, I'm sure attempts were made, but it failed miserably. The problem is you can't fight this. It's not fire with fire. You gotta fight it with the opposite. You gotta use that love, gotta use that compassion, and find it in order to make it work. So, I think this is where I'm going to stop for now. Last thing I'll say is that this battle, again, is not fought on the surface. I'm not on that side. It's all of us becoming more aware, and as we become more aware internally, again, we have a symbiotic relationship with the planet, and so all of that I'll explain more in the next video. So, thanks for watching. Again, I want to thank Tim for jamming with me and providing the space for me to do this. And so I will say, again, namaste and peace. Bye.